Hey, yo, what's up? My god, it's so cold. Damn. Anyway, to be honest, I don't know what to talk about today. Um, I was spending the whole day learning coding, and mm, why at the moment my mind is empty. It's like totally empty. Okay, well, like in front of me now, there are a lot of notes. Normally, I just took note. I write out anything I feel impressed or I feel, you know, they're useful for me, and I'm gonna write down the day that I encounter that one as well. So sometimes it's good for me to look back and see, okay, that day, that month, and that year, I used to I learned something that day, and also because of that quote, I know how I felt that day. You know, it needs to be aligned with how you feel at that time as well. Um, Let me see. Okay, let's see. Let's pick up this one. I wrote this one recently. 30 of May 2025. So it's just about 1 month ago, like a little bit more than 1 month ago. And the notes right, the note wrote, the note, the note, the notes, the note said that you already won the moment you took action out of fear. Makes sense? I think that day maybe I probably did finally apply some jobs. I think so. Because I remember that time about 1 month ago, I applied 1 or 2 jobs online. Even I did not feel confident, really confident about it. Yeah. And it's always right. Actually, it's not about, applying job, or it could be anything that you feel that like you're not good enough, or you feel like you're afraid of losing or feeling out of it, but you still decided to take action without, thinking or even knowing ahead the result, then it means you won already. I think doing YouTube series like this is one, you can say consider one victory already. So I won this game. No, not really, but I won the first step. So I'm glad I did. The second one in the notes say that I've read in Vietnamese. Cứ đi rồi sẽ đến, cứ im lặng sẽ qua. Cứ, how to translate into English? It means keep moving. As long as you keep moving, then you're gonna reach somewhere. You're gonna achieve something someday, sooner or later. And cứ im lặng sẽ qua meaning um just it's the same, but it's about, okay, um don't, how to say, I don't think I can explain this one well. It's just, I mean, it depends on individual, but personally I think it's about, I don't say it's gonna be, for the context of the song. This is a song about love, but for me, I took these two sentence for myself because it's gonna it's I want to reflect and remind myself that firstly, as long as I keep moving and just keep doing what I'm doing, even I feel down about myself sometimes, I feel unsure, uncertain, or I feel so bad. I still need to keep moving, and as long as I do it, I just keep hanging there. Then so I will reach the destination I want one day. Could be soon, could be late, but for sure it will be there. And the second one, I want to remind myself. The second one came lặng sẽ qua. I want to remind myself that, well, for the many things in life, like sometimes I myself is kind of person who just wanna express it out, share it out, so that my mind you know, can be back to what I need to do, because my mind cannot handle so many things at the same time. And I think the desire to share it out, to express your feelings, your sorrow, your anger, whatever, even your happiness, is a natural, uh, it's just human behavior. It's something natural, just the way it is. And I'm not sure, but I guess everybody have that kind of desire. But for me, now I want to remind myself that there are a lot of things that I don't need to share now. If I just, how to say, I don't need to share with others. I can just share it with my note, just write it down paper, or can write it out online. Um, because normally, for example, I want to share with my husband, but he is busy and he's living in another time zone, so it's not easy to share with him, for example. Or I cannot share with my family because I don't want them to know about my status and worry about me. Or I cannot share with my close friend because he's busy too, and I don't want to disturb him all the time, for example. So I can just share with my own ChatGPT, paper, like Notion, whatever I have, um, or just talk through this way. Or sometimes I think I cannot stay silent. I think I need to do something to let it out, to vent it. So be silent here is mean I don't need to really verbally reach out to somebody, posting something online about it. Don't need the world know about it, but I should find a way to either uh, vent it out by myself, or just go to sleep, and then the next day I might forget it. But I think it's better if I write it down on paper or even online, because I cannot just run away from it. If I write it down, then my mind will have a clear picture what I need to do, why I feel the way it was, the way it was, and what I'm talking, why I feel the way I feel, why I feel the way, do I feel that way? Okay, how come my English become so complicated and bullshit? So what I mean, yep, I mean, normally I can either go to sleep and decided to totally forget about it, but I still think the better way for me is to face it. If I cannot share, or think I should not share it out, then I should write it on paper. Um, and I think writing for me is the best strategy. It helps every single time. Even sometimes it's about coding, sometimes it's about managing and balancing my emotion, or handling my anger. Um, Even I just, after you jot down some of the letters, you're gonna feel relief, right? Already. Um, at least for me. I feel so. Yeah, so what I mean, cứ im lặng sẽ qua. No need to share publicly, loudly. Can share it silently with yourself by whatever approach you feel you want to. Ah, pretty nice to look at the notes, something to remind myself again. You already won the moment you took action out of fear and just keep moving, keep doing it. I love it. I think I think this one, the quote, both of them, really, how to say, really what I need at the moment. Yesterday, I didn't feel good because that's a good day for me, and I felt stuck with my personal project, the code, because um, as I said beginning, I am learning English and learning coding and trying to looking for the job at the same time, but I am not confident with my coding skill at all. And now I am focusing on learning backend development. But to be honest, I haven't been trained backend properly. I just learn by myself mostly. I think I just learned one or two. I think two. Yeah, two full stack projects. So I learned with YouTube tutorial, and that's my favorite way earlier. That since I decided to learn I not only coding but everything else. I just turned into YouTube and search for it. I did sometimes look for the courses on Udemy or Coursera, but I still feel YouTube material is the best. It's free, but it's the best. Like there are a lot of YouTubers, instructors that they are so nice that they put everything online for free, but still with the best, with the very good quality. And I love the way they explain everything, very, how to say, intuitive, well organized, and I could see that they put their heart into it as well. um, I think it's easy to feel if you feel that question nice or not nice. So yeah, that's the way I learn. Even English, I learn with YouTube all the time, and I still love Google products till now. But recently, when AI came, the era of AI, I think has been trend for me quite a lot. It's become more headache. Everybody wanna find quick solution, including me. I have to be honest. So I turned to AI and I use it a lot. And the other video I just talked about ChatGPT. I still keep the same opinion. I love it. I am so grateful and appreciate you know, of when ChatGPT or the other AI, come to my life. It helps a lot. I don't think I could find a reason to complain, but the problem is about myself. So since I decided to spend AI to learn code more, it's gonna be pretty good in terms of quicker and for many questions if I ask on Google, right? It's kind of a passive one way information. I ask for that information and I can search for multiple resources, multiple linked, multiple article to compare okay which one is the best, which one having the most updated information, for example. But it's very time consuming to be honest, and nobody sure that is the correct one. For me, I am very stubborn, and sometimes I don't trust it totally. mm, and I mean before I'm talking about before you having AI, right? So before, because I am kind of person who is kind of never ask online, never reach out to a kind of like Stack Overflow or whatever and post a question there. Never. I just kind of slid into the forum and maybe see if the other ever encounter that situation. That's it. And also, I don't have many friends working in tech industry earlier. So mostly I learn by myself, and I choose to learn with YouTube tutorial because mostly they guide you everything. And yeah, basically I just need to make sure that I understand the basic syntax and flow and structure and definition and the term first. So yeah, that was pretty good until AI came around, and I felt okay, that the amazing world for me, because with a very stubborn and curious mind, I have a thousand questions. Like earlier I want to ask, but sometimes I feel it's still limited. I'm not satisfied with those with Google search and stuff. Um, but with AI, I can ask like as many as question I want. Just keep breaking down, give me example, give me more example, whatever. So yeah, I believe that way everybody use AI nowadays too. But sometimes it's come to a little bit, how to say, negative perspective. Um, Not perspective, negative extent. For example, the project that I am okay, let's give it an example. The project that I am doing called link farm, I have planned to build a full stack website. For example, the front end, I used BOLT to build because is I got recommended from my friend, my buddy, and my buddy. What is this? Okay, and I am so impressed with the UI that Bo built for me. Is quick and it's look pretty nice. But I think Bo is mostly kind of is strong and is kind of expertise mostly in JavaScript framework like React, TypeScript. I'm not sure how about the others. Not even sure if it can work well on Python or C or the others one. But yeah, so anyway, I use this for front end and I got the UI I want. But for the backend, it can work too. It can help you to work with sub super base. Um, and I tried, but I feel like it work, but it's not stable, and sometimes it's not work at all. I don't know why, but because super base, in my understanding, is like it is something very useful, but it's configured already, and because it's configured, so for example, authentication, uh, or yeah, those kind of thing gonna be, so basically if you use Superbase, it's convenient, but it's you're gonna have less control over the backend or the design that you want, because it's configured and it's kind of how to say pre-planned already, and it's hard to modify. I don't know, but because I am as a learner and I just started learning backend, so I want to kind of build something on my own, like custom backend. I asked which one I should use between MySQL and PostgreSQL, and eventually I decided to go with PostgreSQL because people said it's better for big projects. And because my school gonna use MySQL, so I think I'm gonna learn PostgreSQL through this project by myself. So later I have two skills at the same time. A little bit greedy, I know, but yeah, that the plan. But it is harder than I thought, because when it comes to backend, I have no idea about it. I mean, earlier I learned with YouTube tutorial, but it's about Node.js and MongoDB. both project using Node.js, JS Express, and MongoDB, and none of them use like SQL language. So now I have to start again, and also because I am learning Python, so I decided to choose Python for my backend as well. So it's gonna be Flash and PostgreSQL combination. Wow. Then I feel okay. Now I have no idea what to do. So that's why I turned to AI. I mean, I think it should be fine. It's just, having bugs or not, or a lot of bugs or not. And I reminded myself at the beginning that I have to go slow and I have to ask AI until I understand the problem before moving on. But I got kind of caught off, caught off. What the phrase for it? Like basically, I just later I feel I lost control. I just because when I am building the products, right, I'm not patient enough. So I want to see, okay, I want to see this feature. I want to make sure it works and I want to see the result of this feature. So I kept asking it to build this feature for me. And I tested and make sure it worked. I'm so happy. And then when I'm happy, then I just kept moving on and I just did not pause and, spend and invest time to learn about that feature, about that kind of, for example, that uh, that model, for example, like in backend they have many things. So I just like go so quick. I mean, when I read the code, I understand about 50%, sometimes 80%, sometimes 100%, but sometimes zero because I never, see that spawn and I did not bother search for it. I just want to see the result. So yesterday, I got a lesson for myself. I feel quite stuck because um, I I got some. It run into some bugs that the AI could not figure it out, and I used some of them. I am using Gemini Code Assist at the moment, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, yesterday it could not fix what I want, so I even try Gemini CLI as well. I don't think Copilot can make it. I haven't tried, but okay, maybe later. But anyway, I decided to okay, stop it. Now I have to train my way of learning. I have to train my strategy. I can go slow or very slow, but just make sure that I keep going. But now I don't feel like I am a Unix person anymore. I feel like I want to understand every file of code like properly, clearly. I need to understand the workflow, how each file connect to each others. Um, if any concepts or terms or definition that I never know about, I should stop and search for it. So yeah, slow, but it's a real learning. It's not like what you just expect on what AI doing and then just accept all the changes. I don't want that. And yeah, I don't know. I am saying it, but it's again. I think I have to remember this day. Actually, I decided to do it yesterday already. It's just today I did not really have time. I started doing this today. That's why, since the morning until now, I kept, falling in love with coding again because I love asking and searching for the information and understand why it happened that way. So yeah, that's the reason why I like code. English speaking idea too. I am excusing. Okay, anyway, it's 11:33 already. I need to stop here and I need to pause it as before the end of the day as well. Need to keep my plan going. I can do it. Just keep going. Cứ đi rồi sẽ đến, khi nào sẽ qua. Have a good night. Good night.